Can you say that without the shit?
Okay.
One more time.
And it's really happening. Something that we just talked about earlier this year is really here. I never thought I'd be a dancer, much less dance with an orchestra.
I know, right?
Yeah. It's
Are
like
you happy?
super happy. I'm gonna cry, don't make me cry.
Hi, I'm CD. I'm the founder and the creative director of Polecats.
Hi, I'm Karine. I've been a Polecat since day one, so 15 years now.
Wow.
Same. My name's Chris, also a day one polecat.
Myla, also a day one Polecat. Started pole dancing 2009.
Wow!
Hi, I'm Fiona. I've been a polecat for 1 day. So I'm here 2024. I started my apprenticeship last year, so it lasted throughout the year, throughout the stellar season, and up until this year. So yesterday was my official induction into the company, and this is my day one.
I'm Janica. I'm Marga. And I'm May. And we're batch 2019. Yay, 5 years. Hi, I'm Vicky. I've been a Polecat since 2014. I think I'm one of the older students. Like, I've been a Polecat student ever since they were in the first studios that they were teaching in. I'm Nikki. I was invited to join 2012, but officially became a member in 2013.
Hi, I'm Kyla. We're actually the same batch, so we were invited 2012 and got in as a Polecat member 2013.
My name is Kayleen. I've been a polecat for 15 years. Yay!
I'm Amaya, and as they brought up a while ago, I did not say yes immediately. So I'm 2 months after Polecats.
Yes.
15 years ago. Yay, happy 15 to us. Before there was Polecats, I was teaching in this other studio and performing in events.
It was just us performing back then. There were no other performers.
And it was just that one school that had pole. And I saw the potential of pole being big.
As both a fitness thing for a lot of people and as an art form with performances.
I bought one month package to see how it would go, and it was the first exercise that I ever thought about a lot and was like obsessed with. So I stuck with it.
I think collectively we were like, huh? Okay. we were like not married. We had jobs and nothing else to do. So we believed CD. We had so much faith in her. And we were like, okay, why don't we just try it? Sounded fun. We didn't think it was too serious.
She said
Did you
we were
think it was
gonna get
serious?
paid.
We really didn't think it was going to be like this. But thankfully, we all said yes.
For me, I was invited, I think, after a class. I can't remember which class it was, but it was either CD or AJ who talked to me that night. And I kind of agreed to it because in my head, like, it was looked like a fun thing to do as like a form of exercise at that time. And then I didn't really know what to expect with the apprenticeship program. And when it happened, it was like a whirlwind of activities that they had lined up for us. It was my first time performing with a group, like with my batchmates, and again, front desk, admin, and stuff like that. It was pretty interesting.
It was daunting and exciting because we had the first batch of Polecats to the founders that we really looked up to. And we kind of felt, do we live up to that kind of brand of being a Polecat, or we establish our own brand of being a Polecat?
So the story of how I joined the company, it was after our anniversary party last year when Kayleen approached me to ask if I wanted to join.
So after thinking about it for a few weeks, I eventually said yes, because it's fun to be in a group full of inspirational women and marami din silang ideas na we would love to explore. So it's exciting. So I said, yes, let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's form our own group. Let's form our own school. There's just so much potential on how to make it better and bigger so that it's more accessible to more people.
And in terms of performances, there was a way to make it more acceptable, because at that time it wasn't such an accepted thing to have pole dancing anywhere. So we just wanted to bring it to people. Pole dancing first and then aerial next. So there was just so many good people around me. So I was like, it's time. Let's do it.
I think personally, I'm still here because I do love being a polecat. Like I said, I auditioned to be here. So it took a lot of guts for me to follow this dream of mine, to become a company member. It's such a joy to be one, and it's a kind of joy that that allows me to really just give it my all, regardless of the circumstance. So even when the pandemic hit, I was still very much willing. I still very much felt connected to the Polecats family, the students. We were able to foster that kind of community regardless of the situation. And I think that really proved, what made Polecats really this standout community for me. And I kept staying surrounded by people, like I said, I admire and really do believe in me. So I believe in them as much. So it's my way of giving back as well. So I keep coming back.
Our fights were ridiculous, but our time together was always also so fantastic. Like, we spent all day with each other. So just the feeling of everything being new and possible and really off the cuff. So those were exciting days. I think this will always be some of my favorite memories also. It was a lot of playing. We were playing a lot and just enjoying the time. And it is so fantastic to see how far we've come. Coming from that kind of beginning to see it become such an organized, systematic, wonderful school with an actual curriculum and, things that with actual certifications and everything, it really becoming professional. It's so wonderful to look back on how it started and to see where we are now.
Polecats has always been my happy place. So even when I was a student, I would come, every day. There was a time when I was here almost every day, probably rested one day a week, but something I found that's enjoyable and also keeps me fit. And actually, probably what brings me back the most though is the community, the family, because there's really a relationship behind the school, the performing group. It's the group. The group itself is already a family, and it's just also nice to be with people that are also passionate about this.
It's really just the friendship. We've known each other for like 15 years. And that, as I shared with CD earlier, I heard this saying that we change friends every 7 years. But look at us.
How dare you?
Times overdue. We're overdue. So, yeah, it's really the friendship that we built. And also being part of like a company that keeps on growing. We never run out of ideas. So, yeah.
First, I think the best part of being a polecat for me is I get to work with people who inspired me ever since in the beginning when I was a student. Most of the Polecats members were my teachers, so I learned everything from them, and I used to idolize them before when I was a student, and I feel lucky every day that I get to work with these people that I used to look up to, and I never really thought that I get to have a chance to be performing with them. And also the Polecats really have pushed me to be my best self, and also they have pushed me and inspired me to do things outside of my comfort zone in a good way, because I really never thought that I'd be doing something big as this, and I never really saw myself doing performing or even talking or even doing an interview. And thanks to Polecats, I get to probably conquer my fears, everything. Like, I think I've learned everything from Polecats. Thanks to you.
Again, it's a happy place. And I feel like I can contribute something. I mean, even if I don't like dance anymore, I don't teach anymore, and whatever I can do to contribute to the group, I mean, I would. So yeah, that's why happy place.
Something I realized about turning 15, or something I realized that was good about how I feel about turning 15, is that there's so much more that we can do. It doesn't feel like we're running out of steam, or even me myself, that I'm like, I feel like the first 15 years was like, I wouldn't say like hindi siya test run, hindi siya dry run. It's more of like I'm accumulating knowledge and experience, and every year is always a more intentional year than the last, both as creators, both as teachers, as creative movers in this world. So I feel like there's only like so much more fun and like interesting things that can happen in the future now that we have gained this much experience and knowledge.
I guess because it's really in the community and it's expanded to, of course, all the new people, and it also extends to our students.
And even outside of us into the whole aerial world that's grown locally, I think that's why I come back. It's also a way to still explore personally my personal self-expression, because the outside world doesn't really offer those opportunities, and this is already like home in which I can freely do that. That's why. Yeah.
Yes! I feel like I will never leave Polecats Manila because
Polecat has shaped the way how I see the world. The people that are here in the group were part of how I grew up, like as a person. That developed my core values and developed how I treat the people around me. So in a huge way, I think Polecats Manila raised me. So I think I'm gonna be here forever.
Ah, that's such a big responsibility.
This is not a drama.
I guess it's the sense of Polecats being a home and not just a physical space or a studio that I can always come back to, but it's having them as a constant, like this collective of really passionate, like-minded people. Whenever things got crazy in my life, because I stopped teaching in 2017, I knew I could come home to Polecats Manila and feel at home. And it wasn't just the nostalgia, but that sense of familiarity just always came back naturally. And they were always so welcome.
So I love that feeling. So yep.
I'm not surprised that it lasted 15 years, because what I see, like, amongst the members is the perfect coming together, the nexus of creativity and discipline, which maybe is not that common, I guess, in this space. So you have our members who are artists and really creative, and then you have a lot of members who also have that business sense to really keep a business running as well. And that perfect coming together of these personalities really made Polecats last for 15 years. So other than Nikki was here, it was fun. Keep doing what you're doing. And once a Polecat, always a Polecat.
Why, friends? Why? Why are we still here? Okay, number one, it's the friendship. I really think that's the number one. Because being a Polecat, doing all the Polecats projects, it's not easy. It takes up so much
time and brain space and energy. But then you see everyone flourishing here. You see everyone getting better and doing better and enjoying and having fun. And so you come back. And even if you're tired today, you just sleep. Tomorrow you come back and do it again and do it better. So yeah, friendship is number one. I think it's very rare. Like I didn't know all of them before this except for Chris. And look at us now. Like we just hang out with each other inside and outside the studio. We do everything with each other. So that's very rare and precious. So that's it. Friendship. And then number two, after that, I really have this vision of how wonderful, of all the amazing projects, of where pole and aerial and dancing and movement can be. And like it can be merged with art
And technology and all of those other things that we don't usually associate with pole dancing. And I think
with the right group of people, which is all the other polecats, I think we can do this. We are the ones to do this. So we do it.
Makeup's been doing, we're getting our makeup done, our hair, and soon enough we're gonna be jumping into our first set of costumes. We're so excited and can't believe this is happening. Thank you for staying with us this long, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of the show, and we hope that as you're watching this, you're, able to, I don't know what I'm saying.